Welcome back, folks. Greg Silverman here, the beautiful Table Mountain in Cape Town, South Africa behind me. Virtual, unfortunately. Welcome back, another Come Learn With Me session. We take a look at various articles that we curate over the week, very much investment focused, and then we see what all you're like, and then we read it together. It's really educational, and I always learn something new. And come join us and see if we can learn something on this one. Soon, electric vehicles could charge faster than your iPhone. Okay. For many Americans, electric vehicles are alluring up until the point they think about taking it on a long road trip. A gas-powered car will likely let them drive a median of 400 miles on a full tank, and refill takes minutes. A full charge on an electric vehicle is more likely to get them between 200 to 300 miles and could take up to 15 to 30 minutes of charging before hitting the road again. That's one of the I would say that's at least 15. That's one of the major challenges facing politicians and car companies attempting to increase electric vehicle adoption. A skeptical consumer base willing to find any reason to not make the switch. In a report released this week, government researchers said they have found a way to charge electric car batteries up to 90% in 10 minutes. Wow. The method is likely 5 years away from making its way into the market, scientists said, but would mark a fundamental shift. The goal is to get very, very close to times you would see at the gas pump. Okay, said Eric Dufek, a lead author of the study and scientist at the Idaho National Laboratory, a research center run by the Department of Energy. Interesting. Big hurdles on the road to moving millions of US drivers into EVs. The report comes as the Biden administration takes on a daunting task, trying to wean America off gas-guzzling cars and push them towards electric vehicles. Though billions of government dollars are being poured into the effort, electric vehicles are still seen as elitist, unreliable, and cumbersome to charge, making people hesitant to change. Currently, car manufacturers and public charging stations use multiple kinds of chargers that offer varying levels of recharge times. The slowest, known as level 1 chargers, can recharge an electric vehicle battery in 40 to 50 hours, according to U.S. Department of Transportation. Some of the fastest, known as direct current chargers, can charge a battery up to 80% in 20 minutes to an hour. Tesla's vast supercharger network can provide 200 miles of charge in 15 minutes, the company said, but the equipment it uses makes it off limits to other electric vehicles in the United States. Later this year, Tesla will release supercharging equipment that non-Tesla drivers can use, the White House said in a June statement. Tesla is like an iPhone on wheels, and consumers are locked into its ecosystem. But the race to supercharge electric vehicles has faced obstacles over the past decade. At issue is the delicate balance of trying to charge an electric vehicle battery quicker, but not doing it so fast that a rapid charge does not long-term damage to the battery or plays a role in causing them to explode. Yeah. Charging electric batteries fast can cause damage, reduce the battery's lifespan and performance, scientists say. You had batteries when you first got it. They were great, but after a couple of years or a few hundred charge cycles, they don't perform as well, said Eric D. Bushman, director of the Maryland Energy Innovation Institute, an energy research organization at the University of Maryland, inside the race for a car battery that charges fast and won't catch fire. To try to solve this, Dufek and his team used machine learning, of course, to figure out how batteries age when charging fast. The algorithm was trained to analyze 20,000 to 30,000 data points, which indicated how well the battery was charging, whether it was aging or degrading. The methods they found can charge an electric vehicle battery up to 90% in 10 minutes, Dufek said, but they hope to do better. In the next 5 years, Dufek's team is striving to find a way to charge batteries up to 20 miles per minute, far surpassing the performance of top-performing superchargers, which hover around 10 to 15 miles per minute. Wow. I think we can get there. Dufek said. Waxman said the new research is helpful for the field. Not too fast, not too slow, he said of Dufek's charging approach. It's just right in that Goldilocks zone. But the bigger benefit, he said, would be if this method spurs car companies to make electric vehicles with smaller batteries, since they now have batteries that could be charged quicker and allow consumers to feel less worried about stopping periodically to get a quick recharge. Small batteries are cheaper cars, he said. There are other problems facing the industry. JD Powers and Associates said many electric vehicle customers aren't satisfied with public charging stations, notably because units malfunction or out of service. Everyone knows that the landscape of gas stations is focused on convenience, readily available, fast fueling, and quick convenience items. Brent Gruber, Executive Director of Global Automotive at JD Power, said in a statement, no matter how fast their vehicle charges, EV owners still indicate they need more options for things to do during each charging session to enhance convenience and fill the downtime. Yeah, it's a long article. Herschel Walker. Did California just kill the gas-powered car? Mark Geller, a spokesman for the Electric Vehicle Association, industry nonprofit, said that it's largely a perception that quicker charging times are a large barrier for customers to not purchase electric vehicles. That perception is obviously both true and largely irrelevant, he said. The larger issue, Geller added, was that demand is outstripping supply. Most consumers, he said, will opt to change their cars at home, given that it's more convenient and less expensive than public charging stations, which they'll opt to charge, which charge more for power than utility companies. There is just nothing more reliable or lower cost than charging at home, Geller said. Okay, so what started off as kind of a fanciful, not a fanciful, but like a grab your attention title kind of became a quite level-headed article. So I hope you enjoyed that. It's very interesting. Obviously, technology is just going to keep growing in leaps and bounds in this space, isn't it? But a lot of those problems that they mentioned there are in fact real. I do have an electric vehicle, an EV, and yeah, there's a lot of truth to that. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I loved having you about. Please subscribe and like, and take a look at some of our links down below. Some of our LinkedIn mini niche investment groups. That's a mouthful, right? But take a look at some of those. There's a link down below to all of our different investment groups, and we track some pretty cool stuff. We've been investors and looking in the world of cannabis for many years, and crypto as well, and uranium. Uranium metal is a big one, a long-term one of ours. And, so anyway, take a look at some of those groups, and give me a holler sometime. Greg Silverman, out for now.